Hello class, I'm Ms. Vaca, or Ms. V. But today we're going to be learning about prime factorization with the factor tree. Do any of y'all know what prime factorization is? Okay, well prime factorization is basically prime numbers that multiply to get you to an integer. So today, for example, we're going to use number 48. So first we're going to look at the number and write branches underneath it. So we write it down, 48, and put 2 branches, and that's going to begin our factor tree. So second, we think of factors that multiply to get to 48. What numbers can we think of that multiply to get to 48?
12 times 4.
12 times 4. Any others?
24 times 2.
24 times 2.
16 times 3.
16 times 3.
And 8 times 6.
And 8 times 6. Okay? So third, we're going to write a factor. We can choose any one of these factors to put underneath the tree. Which one would you like to use?
8 times 6.
All
Eight
right.
and 6.
So 8 and 6. So now we go back to step 2. We think of factors that multiply to 8. What numbers can we think of that multiply to get to number 8?
4 times 2.
4 times 2. Any others?
8 times 1.
Okay. So 8 times 1 is a very special number because if we were to write that underneath the branches, it would just lead us back to where we originally started. So we're not going to use that factor. So we're going to use 4 times 2. So 4 and 2. Now what factors can we think of that get to 6?
2 times 3.
All right, 2 times 3. So now we're going to write those factors under 6. All right, so 4. What numbers multiply to get to number 4?
2 times 2.
2 times 2. Okay, what numbers multiply to get to 2? There's 2 times 1. But since 2 can only be multiplied by itself and 1 to get to that, it's actually a prime number. So we're just going to circle it for our 4th step. Same with this 2. What are factors to get to 3?
3 times 1.
3 times 1. And like I said with the 2, because it can only be multiplied by itself and 1, it's a prime number. So we circle it. And then same with those 2's. We circle them. All right. And that is the prime factorization of 48. But we're not quite done yet. Now what we need to do is write them in standard form. And standard form is from least to greatest, and you just write them all in order. So it would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. And this would be the prime factorization of 48. Now if we want to check our answer, we would just multiply these numbers together. So class, what's 2 times 2?
4.
All right, and now it's 4 times 2.
8.
Okay, now what's 8 times 2?
16.
Okay, and what's 16 times 3?
48.
Okay, so our answer is correct. And that, my class, is the prime factorization with the factor tree.